Warning, this list contains spoilers for Harley Quinn Season 3. Among the surfeit of superhero content going out these days, HBO Max's Harley Quinn is on another level compared to the rest, and the Season 3 finale just reinforced it. Not only has this season explored the popular relationship between Harley and Poison Ivy, but it also brought in Batman and the Bat family significantly. The irreverent tone showcased the heroes as uncharacteristically amusing characters, but they still felt grounded authentically in their typical portrayals. Many fans were nervous that Harley Quinn might end up on the chopping block in the wake of the restricting of Warner Discover that led to the cancellations of Batgirl and Young Justice. However, rest assured, Season 4 is in the works. While the wait might be long to learn more, there are some ideas for new characters who should join the wacky crew of Harley Quinn and get a taste of the action. Red Hood Season 3 of Harley Quinn explored Harley's newfound motivations as a heroic figure, not fully a hero. She still likes beating people up with bats, in contrast with Poison Ivy never strayed from her villainous roots. This resulted in Harley officially joining the ranks of the Bat family, teaming up with Batgirl, Nightwing, and Robin. There's one important family member still missing, Jason Todd aka Red Hood. His existence in the show has already been established cleverly a few times over the seasons. First, at the Billy Awards, his murder by Joker and Harley was parodied, and then relived in Batman's traumatic memories. He'd be a perfect new addition to the gang in Harley Quinn in Season 4, along with other cool members of the Bat family, like Spoiler, Batwing, and/or Signal. Huntress. There's no shortage of awesome female characters in Harley Quinn, but one fellow anti-hero who should be considered for a seat on the Cobb squad is Huntress. She largely operates as a hero, but because of her deep-seated vengeance and willingness to take out anyone in her way, she'd fit in quite well with Harley, Ivy, Catwoman, and Nora Freeze. Season 3 ends with Bruce Wayne being incarcerated for tax fraud, and while the Bat family and Harley might be on the case, there's still a power vacuum in Gotham City. Helena Bertinelli's Huntress could help fill that void, and bringing her in could also help introduce the Birds of Prey into the mix, possibly to combat the Gotham City Sirens. Captain Boomerang. Although Kite Man was relegated to a guest appearance in Season 3, fans have his upcoming spin-off, Noonans, to look forward to. He shouldn't be the only character to get one, and another villain suited for their own is Captain Boomerang. He was already brought into the show as a member of the Suicide Squad along with Plastique, Killer Croc, Enchantress, Katana, and Deadshot when Harley kidnapped Waller. That gives hope that he and his colleagues can have a bigger role in the future. Whether as a one-episode stint or a supporting character throughout the season, bringing in Captain Boomerang would also allow Harley Quinn to delve away from the Batman side of DC Comics. He is a classic Flash enemy and member of his Rogues, so that could help incorporate others in this universe to expand the scope of the show. Black Canary. Another member of the Birds of Prey who would be a welcome sight in Harley Quinn next season is Black Canary. Unlike Huntress, she is a full-blown hero and member of the Justice League. She is also one of Batgirl's closest confidants and often romantically linked to Green Arrow, so that opens the door to all sorts of possibilities. Many will note that Black Canary is still a part of the DCEU, and while Batgirl was cancelled, supposedly Black Canary, starring Jurnee Smollett, is still moving forward as normal. This would be an extra notch in her impressive belt, having been a consistent figure in animated shows, video games, and the Arrowverse. Plus, her vocal powers lend themselves to be translated hilariously to a show like Harley Quinn. Bizarro. Already many villains across the DC universe have already appeared in Harley Quinn, whether as simple cameos in the Legion of Doom or at the Billy Awards, or in more significant ways. Of course, it would be great to see them get more screen time, but as for those who have yet to feature, Bizarro would be a great new addition. Introducing Bizarro would allow for Superman to play a heavier role in the show, as Bizarro is his natural opposite. The character would fit in exceptionally well in Harley Quinn since he's got a strange speech pattern, and like Harley, he's also transitioned to be more of an anti-hero. Additionally, it could be a fun storyline to see not only Superman cloned as Bizarro but also Harley and her gang. In fact, a Bizarro Harley would be a fantastic way for her to explore even more of herself as a hero. Royal Flush Gang. Harley Quinn should be endlessly celebrated for the revitalization of Kite Man, propelling him to a renaissance in the comics. Other underrated and obscure villains could use such a treatment, and they're likely not to get it from the DCEU anytime soon. One that comes to mind is the Royal Flush Gang. They are a team of thieves and villains aptly based on the Royal Flush Gang, and though their shtick can be a bit limiting in live action, animation is where they thrive. They could be incorporated with Joker's evolving storyline as Gotham City's mayor, or on their own as a potential new adversary for Harley and the Bat family. The power vacuum that would allow someone like Huntress to feature prominently as a hero could adversely help bring in Royal Flush Gang as villains. Crime Syndicate. An alternate choice for antagonists in Season 4 would come from Harley Quinn exploring DC's multiverse. That seems to be the theme of superhero content currently in the MCU, and possibly in the DCEU if The Flash is ever released, so might as well bring it into Harley Quinn too. That would allow the introduction of the Crime Syndicate, the Justice League's evil counterparts from another universe. With the likes of Ultraman, Owlman, Superwoman, Power Ring, Johnny Quick, and more, the opportunities are plentiful. Like with Bizarro, their premise could also be expanded to apply to other characters from Harley Quinn, like a Harley counterpart or a group of heroes contrasting Poison Ivy's new Legion of Doom. Peacemaker. If Harley Quinn would like to capitalize on the popular characters in the DCEU, that would unexpectedly mean the incorporation of Peacemaker and other Suicide Squad members. Among all the turmoil and confusion plaguing the DCEU, Peacemaker is a saving grace, and he'd be a welcome sight to many in Harley Quinn, especially if they got John Cena to reprise. In particular, it would be great to see someone like Peacemaker, a creation of Charlton Comics like Blue Beetle and Captain Atom, rise from a place of obscurity. Including him in Harley Quinn could help with that evolution, and he could come into play as part of the Suicide Squad and/or Checkmate, his anti-terrorism special ops unit. Ambush Bug. If they'd want to incorporate a new anti-hero into the mix that most casual fans have probably never heard of, then they'd have to look no farther than Ambush Bug. He's a very strange character, similar to Deadpool in his meta-commentary and ability to pop up literally anywhere. Introducing Ambush Bug could help make some sense of a nonsensical and obscure character who deserves some attention outside the comics. He could operate as a foe or unlikely ally to Harley in her new adventures, and also help introduce other strange characters that would have a hard time crossing over from the comics, like Bat-Mite. Perhaps even after his own introduction, he could get his own animated series like Kite Man. Supergirl. If Superman or other Justice Leaguers have to step up and fill the void left by Batman, then it's a good opportunity to introduce some of his family members and supporting players, especially Supergirl. she'd fit right in with Harley and Batgirl, and it would also be a good way to use the character since her fate in the DCEU might be in question. She could be a new arrival to Earth, in need of advice as mentoring, a role Harley would be hilarious as, or she could be a seasoned veteran and hero. While the Bat family has seemingly accepted Harley as one of their own, it will be interesting to see what other heroes like Supergirl think of her transformation.
With a gentle touch, you tell me what all love I have. To share it must be 'cause you are what I all knew. Only you do know, you do know, you do know. Oh, you do know the chorus. Still moving, still sad for to know what went wrong. Have sat there low out of flow in one if you could bring them down.